going on? It's been a while. Like a long while. Starting early, cause like, I trying to get my bearings. It's like, literally, it's been so long I can't even remember when the last time I did this was. But here we are. Wheeling his channel. Welcome back. Hey, I hope you guys all checked out Schrödinger's Stash, you know, latest short film from your boy. I'm gonna apologize in advance for the AC. It's currently like 90 fucking degrees where I live, so I might pop on occasionally. Yeah, baby, we back. Welcome to the Wellness Channel show. We're talking with Kuihman today at 2 p.m. PST. So that's in about, oh my god, that's obnoxious. So that's in about 22 minutes or so. And yeah. So that's kind of like what we got on the agenda for today. Look who came up for air today. Yep, it's the one and only Will in his channel. Will, can you spit some bars for us? No, but there is something in the works. Let's just say, not this next coming project, but the project after that. It's gonna be a musical. I felt very inspired by the Barbie movie. That Ken montage was just like, goddamn. The I Am Kenuff song or whatever, man, that was fan-fucking-tastic. Elder Drazi, I have one question. What's up? What's up, G? You can ask as many as you like. Let's get them likes up, baby. I see 7 viewers, supposedly. I don't know if that's right. Do you at least know what was in the box? Creatively as a writer, did you come to a determination as to what was in the box, despite it not being a part of the story? I don't think I can answer that question. You know what I mean? I feel like that's kind of like asking, like, what was in the box at the end of, Pulp Fiction. You know, I can't really answer that for you. Here's a better answer that I think is maybe a little more scientific. And this is something that, you know, I think I failed to really get across in my, but Tarantino does know, yeah, but you'll never know. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna really ever fully admit to you, you know, what's in the box. And that's kind of the point, right? That's part of the video. But the idea, right, is that, okay, so in an infinite number of parallel universes, right? Infinite, okay? The thing about infinity is that you can still have percentages, okay, within infinity. Like a percentage chance. Or, like, you can still segment infinity by sections. You can segment infinity by percentages, okay? And the idea is that even in the infinite number of universes, okay, there still would be, like, a bell curve, okay, to reality. In other words, there would be more realities, okay? There would be more realities kind of towards the center of this bell curve that would be alike than there would be realities that are dissimilar. Okay? And the idea is, like, as you get more entangled with things, your reality on this bell curve, basically, is like the percentages, like, where you fall on this percentage chance bell curve is, like, what's the most likely thing that would happen to you in, you know, in an all possible worlds scenario. Right? So what is more likely? Like, you know, like right when I got the box, you know, there theoretically are 2 universes that exist that are the most likely universes to exist when that happens. I either pick up the box and take it into my house, or I call the cops. Like, that's pretty much what 99% of people would do when they receive a strange package on their doorstep. Um, and so you can actually look on this like bell curve of like, but possible universes and like predict, that those are the most like, there are more universes where that happens than other universes. Like, there's a universe where I open the door and I see the box and I kick it down the doorstep, or I look at the box and I throw a match on it and I light it on fire, or I piss on it, right? You can literally think of an infinite number of things that theoretically could happen to this box when you open the door and you look at it, right? But there is actually like a bell curve on the infinite number of things that could theoretically happen, and towards the center of that bell curve are the most likely things that would happen. So there could be anything in the box, Elderdrazi. Literally anything. And I think that that's kind of the point, right? Is who knows what was in the box? We just know that there was something good in it, or there was something terrible in it. And I'll let your mind wander, based on the content that was, in the video per se. What maybe perhaps some of that could have been. There obviously were some clues, and yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be ambiguous, obviously, yeah. And then the reality, then were those really Williams, Like, what William are you talking to right now? Right? Do you really have a landline? No, that was just for effect. Me and F-Bombs were talking, and, like, I was just like, how funny would it be if you called me on the phone? We were like, yeah, like, who talks on the phone these days? And then I just found like the oldest phone I could find at a Goodwill. It's kind of funny, because I was trying to shoot it in like CinemaScope, because what do you call it? I had this like I actually have like a anamorphic lens, but I didn't really use it for that much because it's kind of a bitch to shoot with. But I was thinking like it was kind of fun to have like the super long, the long shot with the cable and shit. So yeah. That's kind of what was up. So yeah, I'm going to, okay, good. You guys can hear it, but only when I talk. Alright, so I'm gonna go play some RuneScape for the next 15 minutes. And, if people ask questions, I'll answer them, but I'm gonna get into, I believe I'm supposed to get into the spice pit here. Yeah, so I'll be getting into the spice pit here in 15 minutes. Yeah. How do you guys feel about this Twitter rebrand to X? It's kind of throwing me off here. I'm not saying this is the wrong choice, I'm just saying I hate not knowing things. I think you know what was in the box, Drosy. Like, if you really look deep inside yourself, your whatever you imagine, right, is theoretically, it's in the box. So I went and saw that Barbie movie, and I'm kind of... Before I saw the Barbie movie, I watched Ben Shapiro's review of the Barbie movie. And it's really weird when you hear somebody's review of something, and like obviously Ben Shapiro, like, he has a very highly motivated reason to say the things that he does, and then you go and see something for yourself, and you realize that it's like nothing like how all the commentators that you've been watching, what they talked about. Like, I thought it was a really, really enjoyable movie. Like, I didn't think it was as, like, soy or anything as everybody said it was. There were definitely parts where I was like, okay, wait, what the... I mean, there were some parts where kind of, like, they sort of just word salad at you, like, some stuff to kind of fit, like, the, the relevant points all at once. But other than that, I thought it was really enjoyable. There were some pretty emotional moments. It's that was like a movie made for I feel like, I don't know, definitely people like more my age, I think, than like kids. It's kind of strange. But I mean, hey, that's who they, who takes the kids to the movies, right? The parents. Like, they probably have to market pretty hardcore for that. Oh my god. And then they updated fucking RuneScape, so I have to use this Jagex launcher now, which is just really stupid. The Barbie TV show was pretty funny. What was that? There was a Barbie TV show? Or was there something like, like inside the movie? No, it's like an old Nickelodeon show. I've been really into watching these videos that are on YouTube that are kind of like about the like Lost, like Lost Nickelodeon TV shows and shit like that. I find those like really fascinating and huge nostalgia factor, obviously. What was I fighting? I think I was fighting dragons or some shit. Had these extended. Did I finish doing it? Yeah, I gotta go fight steel dragons. God damn. They're very annoying to fight. They just have like a lot of health. It's pretty silly. Any chatters playing RuneScape? Y'all getting at that old school RuneScape? Adding a new skill pretty soon. It's like the first time they've added a new skill to this game in like 10 or 12 years, because basically every time they like, this game is if you don't know, the way that updates get added to this game is it's all like democracy. Like, you vote for them in polls and they don't add shit if the majority of the people don't want them. So they haven't had a new skill added to the game in like 15 years, because every time they spend like all this manpower fucking trying to make these skills and stuff, and then no one ever ends up voting for them, because they want the game just to be like exactly the same, or they bitch about how much like XP it's gonna make and how it devalues their 3,000 hour 99 that they had to get, Fucking RuneScape players, there's like a different breed. Let's see here. Chat, yell, type furiously if, oh fuck. Type furiously if my audio goes out. I haven't really had any audio issues lately, but you never know. I updated my, I'm not even gonna say anything, we'll just see how it goes. It's 10 more minutes till we get to the meat of this thing. I just wanted to pop all this shit open and make sure it still worked okay. Slow intro. I don't even know if are they streaming it over at Spice Pit or whatever channel that is. We'll see what kind of content they get out of it. These are just the most boring fucking things to fight. You literally sit here, you click them, you wait for their bar to go away, and they take like 5 minutes to kill. And they're expensive as fuck, because you gotta take these really stupid potions over here while you're fighting them. kind of miss streaming. I play RuneScape. Yeah, I do. Is it fun? I personally think it's really fun. There is, like, an incredibly large amount of stuff to do in this game. Like, a lot. And basically, like, you know, I've kind of had, like, an account goal that I've been doing for, you know, literally, like, 3 years at this point. Like, I've just been trying to get my quest cape. And, Spice Pit channel's live just in the pre-show. It's cool. And, you know, like, basically it's taken me 3 years to get my account to this point, and, like, I'm not even that good, and I'm not even very efficient. Like, you can see here, my skills are hella low. Like, I think this game takes, like, 9,000 hours to complete. It's kind of crazy. Like, to 100% this game, it's massive. But they have it on mobile. You can play it, like, you know, while you're just doing random shit, like, while I was at school. Like, you know, you just have it in the background, and your guy's just, like, chopping away. Yeah, the economy's oh yeah, the economy is really good. It's got a really strong economy. And there's fun things like, you know, like if you get certain rare item drops, you know, like the best in slot items, obviously people really want these things because they're the best, right? And they go for a shitload of gold on the on like the auction house thing. And then you can buy your membership through the auction house with gold. And like, if you get one of these rare items and you sell it, you could take the L on having the best item. You could just get the second best item, you know, because they're significantly cheaper. But then you could just use that gold to fund your whole account. Like, you'd never have to buy membership again. You could get, you know, like 20 years of membership off one fucking drop. Maybe 20 years is an exaggeration, but you know, you can get like a couple years worth of membership out of it. It has been such a relief with this video done. Seriously, I've been working on this motherfucker for too long. Life's just been pretty crazy. I'm pretty happy with how it came out. I think, the only thing that I really wish I could have changed about the story was kind of getting into the whole entanglement thing a little bit more, because that's kind of that's the idea about the observer effect, you know, is that as you observe things more, you get more entangled with them, you know. So it's my idea of, I'm currently observing more things about the box as I interact with it. Other than that, I'm pretty stoked. Happy to take a little break on producing shit for a week, and then really hit the grindstone hard on the next project, which I'm gonna announce probably pretty shortly here. God lord. Thought the Extreme Daddy Festo was a project that I've been working on for a long time. This one's been probably 2 years in the making at this point. Well, looks like about 4 minutes till we get into the Spice Pit and go check it out. Do I have hobbies outside of YouTube? Yeah, of course. Oh my god. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I play a lot of video games, I read, I like to go hiking, you know, there's a lot of fun stuff to do around San Diego. Touch a pretty decent amount of grass. I do content creation, like, for a living outside of YouTube, though. Like, freelance and stuff like that. So like in those ways, like I do like video creation for a living. I really like film photography. That's film photography and making music. Those are probably two of my bigger hobbies. Do some things. What do you do, Fitzgordo? What do you do with your life? Do you do anything outside of YouTube chatting? Yeah, I like going on a good hike. Taking some fun outdoor photos and be one with nature, as it were. Combine the hobbies? Yeah, I mean, if you check out my channel, I got, not necessarily hiking, but I do got some photography videos where I kind of go out and I do shit. We're gonna get some more content like that. I'm gonna do some more vlog style stuff. I've pretty much purged most of the, like, online poll stuff from my channel. Other than the stuff I was, like, really proud of. Like, I kept transgenocide panel, and then some of the really interesting people that I talked to regarding the transgenocide. But, like, a lot of that stuff is just gone. And I really don't plan to, like, return to doing that style of content anymore. Like, it just doesn't really interest me. Let me see here. Alright, I'm gonna kill this dragon, I'm gonna log out, and then we'll get in a spice pit. Should probably start my virtual camera. Alright, gang, back from the ad break. Appreciate you. Thank you for watching. We're gonna go get into the spice pit. So yeah. Let's get back to this mofo. Yeah. Oh my god, these fucking dragons take so long to kill. It's kind of ridiculous. How are we feeling, chat? Anything in particular that you want to get out of this conversation, chat? What do you want? I'm here for the people, you know? What you guys? Do I need to achieve something from this conversation? Ooh, this is some fun shit in the spice chat. There's actually gonna, maybe an AI guy's gonna come on. I'm fucking down. That would be super lit. That would be pretty sweet. What are we doing? What are we doing? I think I'm just waiting to get pulled in. Alright, I'm gonna go use the restroom really quick, gang, and then I'll be back. So, hey, stick around, 4 viewers. We're supposedly gonna start it up in 2 or 3 minutes. They're finishing up my video again. Cool. So, I'll be back. Alright, we back. We're still killing dragons. They haven't put me in the chat yet, but I think they will soon. Six viewers? That's pretty good. How many likes do I have, though? Give me some likes. Wish they were a little more prompt. I don't necessarily... I mean, I do have a decent little chunk of time set aside, but... Spicy chat's so funny.
In here, if he's back.
Oh.
Hello, William?
Billy?
Billy? Billy the kid?
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey.
How's it going?
What's going on, William?
What's going on, everybody?
Okay,
We're
so
gonna
we just
camming up,
straight
or...
into the questions, or no? We're not coming up. No, fuck that.
Yeah, let's just, I mean...
Wait, wait, come on, for
people...
my viewers, right?
Yeah.
My 4 viewers.
Yeah, it's important. It is important.
Please?
But, yeah, so...
Come on,
we got
DK,
that.
let's...
No, we can just jump into it. I don't have a camera.
Okay,
Well,
wait, DK, do you want to put Will on the
Bummer.
stream? Or...
yeah, I will in just a moment.
Yeah.
Hey, let me know if my... I know my mic is fucked up 99% of the time. Let me know if it is still, yeah?
You sound wonderful, William.
Cool.
Bomber
Thank
is
you.
saying that Will is too quiet on the stream.
He is a bit quiet. I'll turn him up. There, he's at 200%. Will? Hello?
Hey.
Hello? Say hello? Yeah, that's better. That should be better. All right. We can just jump right into it, I guess. Kuihman's got questions for you. It'll be mostly between you and Kuihman. I guess other people may speak if there's something important, but yeah,
Okay.
we can
Yeah.
just get into it.
Okay.
Cool.
Well,
Amazing.
so Will, I guess we'll just start off with what was the point of your film and what message were you trying to get across?
What was the point of my film, and what was the message I was trying to get across? Well, could we start with maybe what you thought of it? Like, what is
No,
it that you got
we
from
would
it?
just like to ask what you think of it, Will. I don't really have an opinion on your film. It's very unremarkable. So
You know, I'm kind of like a death of the artist kind of guy. Like, why don't you just start with what you thought of it, or you can just start with like
okay,
what
I've just said
didn't think of
if
it.
you
You know?
stop being such a raving homosexual, I've just asked you a question. What was the point of your film? What message were you trying to get across? None of us can pass the message of your film. We're all too stupid, Will. So we would like you to explain the point of your film for us.
I don't think that's true. I mean, you guys have to give yourself a little
Well,
bit
your
of credit,
film is
right?
incomprehensible and it sucks. Okay, nobody knows what the fuck you were trying to say. So we are asking you, what were you trying to say?
I really just would rather first know what you thought of it to start.
Okay, I've just
Incomprehensible.
told you. I've got
What
no
is it
Dismal,
that?
you
fucking
start
idea
locking like this early.
what you
What
were
was
trying
it
to
that,
say with this film.
Okay.
I can see that you were saying something, trying to say something about the dangers of AI, maybe, but you never really made an actual comment on it, and you don't seem to understand the issues very well. So that's about where my understanding of this ends. So clearly, I'm not able to pass what's going on. So I would like you to spell it out for me.
No, it's fine. That's a start. Yeah, the dangers of AI. Basically, I think that people are not really aware of how good some of the AI technology is currently, and then it's the idea that the way that AI technology is currently, it's the worst that it's ever going to be. Like the quality of AI is just going to keep increasing over time. We can argue if it's going to be exponential or not, but it's just going to keep getting better. And as a society, we already have kind of a large issue with determining like what's real and what's fake, just within news media and things like that. And I'm not really sure if people are prepared for sheeple to be ordered around by fake images created by AI at a pretty low cost. So
Okay, well, on that, Will, can you explain the difference between AI, deepfake, and digital de-aging, which applies to the Hollywood examples you used in your short film?
I believe the de-aging obviously is like the Robert De Niro one, and deepfakes would be the Fast and the Furious one. What was the other one? What was the other one? Oh, am I crashing? Great. The fuck happened? What the fuck happened? Am I tripping? Like, what? I disconnected, so my Discord crashed. That's so stupid. My god, Discord is trash. That is so fucking annoying. Okay, well, I guess let me restart Discord. Restarting. Alright, sorry about that, gang. I'm just gonna, like, because none of them have cam, I'm not gonna run my cam either, so I'll just save fucking system resources or whatever. Although, I don't really think that was the issue. Like, I just kind of disconnected out of nowhere. That's pretty stupid. Move me over. Hey, sorry about that. I don't know why my Discord just
Welcome back,
crashed.
Billy.
Hey,
No
so I'm sorry.
worries.
Well, oh, nice, the claps. That's great. So anyways, I'm sorry. So de-aging, Robert De Niro, deepfakes, Fast and the Furious. What was the third one
Okay,
that you
okay,
said?
yeah. So I said, can you explain the difference between AI, deepfake, and digital de-aging? I didn't ask you for an example of one of each. I asked you, can you explain the difference? What is the process?
The process and like what exactly? And like creating these things or what?
What the things are?
Okay, well, AI
How they're
is
different from one
artificial.
another?
Yeah, sure. AI is artificial intelligence. Deepfakes are specifically using algorithms to.
Okay,
Cr-
you've just said AI is AI. Could you just actually explain what it is?
well, right, but I mean, there's technically like different flavors to AI, and the way there's like different ways that they create AIs and train them.
Well, that would be part of your definition.
What does the term AI or artificial intelligence mean?
Right. I am not pretending to be like a computer scientist that has like a scientific knowledge of these things. I understand it very much more like on a layman's basis. But okay, so for instance, like I
Layman's
know,
okay.
yeah, I mean, okay, so the way that I understand it mostly is just as it pertains to large language models and like the image generation. So, do you want me to just talk about that? Do we want me to ramble?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it, Will.
Okay, so like large language models, they basically they have
Feel
this
free to turn
very
your camera
large.
back on, by the way.
It's okay. I'm just gonna save resources because my Discord is being stupid.
All right, go on.
So yeah, so large language models, they train them on this, large amount of text, and then they have like, basically people that, kind of help the model along for a little bit, because we have to have human input to actually train it on, the initial set of data. So basically, there's like a large series of like humans that are tagging this data, and then they create a, neural network, which is basically like a large, collection of computers and servers and things. I'm not going to pretend that I know exactly how all that works out. I'm not a computer scientist. But basically the way that a large language model works is it's just trying to predict what is the most likely letter to go next, one after another, after you ask it an input. So that's kind of how the current large language models work. You ask it a question, it goes through this large neural network, and it tries to just predict what letter goes after the other. It's pretty unsophisticated in that way. And then, for instance, with like DALL-E, there there's kind of this process of like it starts with like a base, you give it a prompt. It's been trained on this huge library of images that have also been tagged by humans initially, either through like the captcha, like when you fill out a captcha, they sell all that data to the AI companies as free tagging. So when you're doing like a DALL-E, it starts off, you give it a prompt, it uses some of the similar large language model technology to initially like kind of figure out what to do, and then it starts with like a base image, and then basically it keeps like adding, or it kind of starts out as like a pixelated version of itself, and it's like refining the pixels after each pass basically until you get an image, and you can kind of define like how many passes you want it to go through and other things like that. And that's kind of my full knowledge on that.
So what's
Sure.
what's a deep fake then?
Well, a deepfake is just, I mean, there are like a variety of ways to create deepfakes. Then deepfakes are just, replacing, it's kind of like the action of replacing somebody's face, or voice in some cases, with something else using an algorithm to do that, to train the data to map onto somebody's face.
And what is digital de-aging?
Well, I mean, it's like creating a deepfake, but the deepfake that you're creating is a younger version of the person that you're, deepfaking.
Okay, so
The way that I understand it
just
is
for
like they
some of
track
your
like blemishes and things, like they use, they face track like blemishes and things like that using, a model so that someone doesn't have to sit there and like manually keyframe the whole thing. And they train it, and then, they can like run, I mean, like even in like Lightroom, I can go in and open a photo and I can, get rid of, like skin blemishes and things like that. But not, I'm not saying like with a tool. Like you can actually go through and just, like increase the, or decrease, excuse me, the size of the pores, and things like that. And it's like an image wide thing. Reduce the grain and such.
Okay, so I've just got a question pertaining to your video description here. You say, in this video, I explore an AI narrative of one of the potential pitfalls to someone having access to an incredibly powerful artificial intelligence and what we might do as a society when suddenly everyone has access to that power. What pitfall do you think you explored in the video, Will?
That eventually everyone will have access to an AI that isn't connected to anything other than their own home computer or the computer that's in their pocket. And that means that the AI will potentially be unfiltered. And then that means you can theoretically ask this all-powerful thing to, ask it whatever you want to get whatever data you want, and also generate whatever you want. Let your mind wander.
Okay, so sort of on that note, why did you decide to insert a segment of you talking about your opinions to the camera instead of trying to convey the same points through the narrative? Is this due to incompetence, or was this an artistic choice?
I would say it was obviously a bit of a loaded question there. It was obviously an artistic choice. Breaking the third wall as well, fourth wall, right?
So you think it makes your film better that you, as opposed to exploring this through the narrative, you instead decided to just do sort of like a short film preamble and then shift into like a regular YouTube video?
Do you
You think that's an
do you-
improvement over
d-
the alternative, as about in an artistic sense?
for this particular video, obviously, or else I wouldn't have put it in the video.
Okay, well, why did you have a book titled The Tale of Mr. Girl on your table? Did you already own and read the other books, or just buy them as props?
Well, you see, I'm writing a book series actually. So it's a follow up to the Destiny Report, and it's going to be called the Mr. Girl Report, and it's going to be a trilogy. They're all going to be Tolkien-sized novels, Bible-sized text.
So there was no real reason for the Tale of Mr. Girl thing. You just sort of put that on the table because you like Mr. Girl.
It's a cameo.
I'm writing a series of novels, so
There is no way you're writing a series of novels about Mr. Girl.
time will tell.
Jesus fucking Christ. Did you ask Destiny to voice in the film, or was it always meant to be an AI voice? Do you see any moral issues with using a replication of his voice without his consent? Is this not what SAG are currently fighting against?
I did not ask his permission, and yes, there is a moral issue with using it without asking his permission. And yes,
you
it
didn't
does
explore
directly correlate with what's going on with the SAG. Well, I mean, obviously, I've been making this for months, right? Like, this was before they even went on strike. It just kind of happened to line up that way. That a lot of this is pretty
Do
relevant.
you think
to
there is a moral issue with that, but you did it anyway?
Yep.
Okay. So did you ask Destiny to voice in the film, or was it always the AI voice?
It was always the AI voice.
Okay.
It wasn't
How was the
Destiny
F-bomb-
originally.
Oh,
It was
okay.
Chud Logic.
Who was it originally? Okay. How was the F-bombs conversation relevant to the rest of the video? Why did we hear the voice of F-bombs on the phone, but not your girlfriend?
That is just a bit of like a production thing. I probably, looking back on it, I probably actually should have gotten my girlfriend to that first part because it would have been more consistent. But the way it kind of works out is that you don't hear my girlfriend on the phone call, you hear F-bombs, but then you don't hear the third phone call at all. You just hear the phone ring. So, yeah.
Is there significance to that?
Just creative significance to what? Why I didn't have my girlfriend do the first voice?
Well, do you think that there's like significance to the fact that you don't hear the first phone call, you do hear the second, and then you don't hear the third?
Yes, there is.
Okay. How much does your
Would that
girlfriend
be-
know
wait,
about your
wait,
presence
what
online?
is
Oh,
that?
go for it. Yeah, go. What is the
that
significance? That's a
significant?
good question. Yeah.
See, I hate
Please, I
explaining
missed it.
everything. I hate explaining everything to people.
Okay,
Like,
that's what you're here
it's
for. Right
it's
now,
not
so.
it's not very good. I guess yeah, it's fine. That's true. That's kind of what I'm here for. This isn't really that big a deal. It's kind of supposed to symbolize
Maybe-
this idea of like, and it also, I didn't translate it very well, so that's why everybody's asking about it. So fuck me. Like, I should have been better. It's kind of like there's a dishonest aspect to like privacy sometimes. Like, to be private is to exclude knowledge from other people. And like, there was, on the phone call, like, I'm technically not honest to my girlfriend. She's like, why are you, like, you can imply that what she asked me on the phone was, like, why do you ask? And I'm like, oh, no reason. Like, I'm trying to elude, from her knowing what I'm, what's up. And that's kind of like, when we get back to the, where I break the fourth wall and I ask you, like, does your level of privacy change, your opinions about the box? Yeah, that's kind of how that related. Obviously not very well, but...
Okay, so how much does your girlfriend know about your online presence? What does she think about it?
She knows everything about my online presence.
She knows
she's cool
like
with it.
child bullying you and all these sorts of things. Does she know about spicy chat? You ever talk to your
Oh
girlfriend
my
about
God.
spicy chat?
Yeah, she's aware.
What does she think about spicy chat?
Yeah, what do you think about that?
I don't think she has a real opinion.
Okay, well, why did you model the metaphor by portraying the box as both Schrödinger's and Pandora's? What was the relevance of quantum mechanics?
The quantum mechanic aspect is the observer effect part. The idea is that you don't know what's inside the box. Like, I don't know what's inside the box, even if someone tells me what's inside the box. Like, these are all elements to the observer effect with inside quantum mechanics. And that's kind of what I'm
Those aren't really
exploring
elements of the observer effect. So
okay, we can
the
debate
observer
that
effect,
later,
which you're
but- oh my
trying to
God.
talk about here, is, I mean, can I just really
Yikes.
quickly, because I want to
Sure,
be clear, because most people don't know
absolutely.
what the observer effect is.
Sure, go for it.
It's that when something is observed, and we're talking about like quantum particle shit, so it's not like a person or whatever, it changes the measurement of it. So
Oh, Jesus Christ.
the problem with this is it includes measurement devices. It's not about people's observation of it. So I don't understand the relevance of it in connection with.
So, okay, so hey, when Schrödinger was talking about Schrödinger's cat, was he actually like trying to reference like a real cat, or was that an analogy for something else?
Analogy, right?
Correct. So, you understand that there have been multiple thought experiments that have been created after, this Schrödinger's cat thing that are just as relevant to the observer effect. Like, it's not just, we're not just talking about particles and waves. Like, yeah, that's a very like base level way of looking at this. I'm trying to talk about just the greater thought experiment here. Do you understand that?
Okay, well, you used the term observer effect, so I
Correct.
figured that there would be some sort of quantum mechanics in there. Otherwise,
Sure.
you're just kind of
Yeah,
using
it's
concepts
called-
from it and applying it to something
Yeah,
where it doesn't.
yeah, it's
normally
called
apply.
the many worlds interpretations. The many worlds interpretation. That's what it's called. Okay. Observer states.
But this
okay?
has
When
nothing to
opening
do
the
with many
box,
worlds.
the observer becomes entangled with the cat. So observer states corresponding with the cat being alive and dead are formed. Each observer state is entangled or linked with the cat, so that the observation of the cat state and the cat state correspond with each other. Quantum decoherence ensures that the different outcomes have no interaction with each other. The same mechanism of quantum decoherence is also
You're reading a
important for the
wiki right now?
interpretation. I am, because it's literally just this base level. Like, I don't know what
Yeah.
there is
Okay.
to
So
really
no,
argue
I
about
understand. I
this.
understand
Okay.
both
Explain
Schrödinger's
yourself
box
then, why do you
and
have to-
the observer effect. I'm trying to find the connection to what that definition that you just gave has to do with the box in your video and what that has to do with AI.
I mean, there's several through lines, and that's one of them. It's the idea that when AI comes, okay, when I have my own personal AI that can literally generate and do basically whatever I want, and you and Cox Digital Cable, you know what I mean, and whoever else, the powers that be, they don't know what is going on my computer because it is its own little closed off machine, and people will be able to
Okay,
do
but
that.
what does that have to do with?
Okay, so
the
no, you
observer
won't.
effect?
So I will. So you will not know what is going on inside of my computer unless you actually physically observe it. And I could be doing horrible, horrible things on this computer. You could be doing horrible things on your computer. Things that we were not able to do before we had AI. And the question is, how do I know that you have this horrible shit on your computer or not? I would have to see it.
Sure, but that's not what an observation means. It means measurement here. So any measuring of
Okay, I mean
Like
you're just
any of the
you're being
data.
pedantic. Can we move on?
No, I'm being accurate.
Okay.
So let me. I thought like, well, you were going for like in like Schrodinger's box. Like, is the cat alive or dead? Could be a metaphor. Is will we use the AI in the box for good or evil? Is that
Yes,
what you're
that
doing
too.
for, Will?
That too. Absolutely.
Why did you not stick with one metaphor? Why did you decide to start throwing in Pandora's box at like 75% of the way through the video?
Um, I threw the Pandora's box metaphor 5% in a video. I'm pretty sure when I broke the fourth wall, that's when I
No,
say.
it said 75% of the way through the
excuse
video.
me.
So yeah, when you
It's the Pandora's box is that we've unleashed it into society already. Like it's already been opened. Like that's the Pandora's box metaphor. Is that where there was this box that had all of the sins of the world, and then once someone opened it, it was already unleashed, and there was nothing to put it back into the box. We've already opened Pandora's box. Now the real question is like, do you have a piece of the evil from Pandora's box, or do you have a piece of the good that was inside of it?
do not
Because there
think
was
that
also
Pandora's box metaphor kind of falls flat, given the fact that there's diminishing returns and this sort of thing, and that to have about half the errors from AI, you will need 500 times the computational power. Which I think that kind of falls flat. Like, it doesn't really feel like we've opened Pandora's box. It seems like it will slow down very rapidly as we start improving on it.
I am willing to make a bet that we're going to be having really strained conversations about the ramifications of AI in the next 5-10 years. Probably less than that.
I mean, but it does require 500 times the computational
Currently,
resources
sure.
to reduce
Currently,
the errors by
sure.
half. Currently, okay.
Okay, well,
Okay.
here's okay, and you're like, "Oh no, we're going to need more power." It's like, "Okay, like I believe that we have access to power
Yeah.
that people don't even
But
fully
the
comprehend."
power
So,
scales exponentially while the progress slows, right?
yes.
So it kind of grinds to a halt unless we develop some insane new machines that become hugely available.
Do you really think that's not going to happen? Like, you don't think that people are pouring billions of dollars into this shit and we're not going to get
That seems
massive
to be what
improvements in
educated
AI?
people think on the topic.
I guess
I
I'm
mean,
just
if
listening
you
to
like
different
two
educated
years
people,
ago,
I
we were
guess.
being told that Web3 was going. Well, yeah, you're listening to Lex Friedman, other people listening to like, actual professionals. But the point is that we were being told like 2 years ago that Web3 was going to take over everything, and yet it's here we are.
Web3 was like, what about Web3 didn't
Well,
take
well,
over? Like, I honestly, I'm ignorant. That's why I'm asking. Like, I thought
well,
doesn't most of the benefits of that system we're currently using them, right? Like,
yeah, well, like what?
We're currently in Web 2, by the way.
are we? Okay, shit. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to know. That's why I'm asking.
I don't really
Okay,
use
well,
Bitcoin in my everyday life or any.
Well, oh yeah, that's why I was asking. Is that really like the only benefit to Web3 is that it has the integration with crypto stuff and like the blockchain? Is that the
it's about proof of work and all that shit in it. But
And decentralization as well.
Wait, Will, I
interesting?
have a question about the Pandora's box thing. Are you using only the negative aspects of the Pandora's box, like myth story, or is there a part like do you know what the last thing left in Pandora's box was?
I'm gonna be honest. This was like a throwaway line in my movie with
Okay.
with many other things. Like we're really narrowing down on this one here, guys. But
It was
continue.
hope, but
What
I
was the
think
last
hope,
thing?
the hope was
What was
still
the last thing in
described as
Pandora's
too
box?
evil.
The reason that we're trying to narrow it down is because we still don't understand what it's supposed to be about. So we're trying to dig deeper and find like what you were actually trying to get across because we don't understand.
Okay. I believe
we
that
can continue
AI
with
is the
the question.
Pandora's box that has been unleashed into the world. It's as simple as that. Okay. Next question.
Do we?
yeah, sure. Did you really feel the full Atriox segment was necessary?
Yeah. Look, what? Oh my god! Like, could I have been nitpicky and maybe trimmed? No, you know what? No, honestly, I enjoy that full segment. I think it's
I
just
just think
it's
every
really
segment
funny.
in the video outstays its welcome. Like,
Okay, you're
but
probably
it's
right.
funny, but everyone's seen it in like 6 months ago. Everyone's already gotten their laughs out about it, so it's not reaching any new viewers. Let's be honest. So
I didn't put it in there to reach new viewers. I just thought it was relevant and interesting.
I mean, the video as a whole is not reaching new viewers, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's
I
fine.
I just want to comment that I found the angry revving immediately after very funny. That was a funny part of the video. I'm not sure if you intended that to be comedic, but it was
Yeah.
very funny watching you go, well, this is disgusting. They will just care if they got caught, and then revving your engine and speeding angrily. You don't really have a personality to carry it. I'm not gonna lie. But that's a side comment. That's a side
You know,
comment.
Quayman, if we ever
Uh,
hang out in real life, I can take you in the Camaro and we can go do some donuts and some burnouts.
I will not be hanging out with you in real life, but that's okay. Why didn't you clean your phone screen before recording it? Also, why didn't you clean your coffee table before recording it?
Wanted to give you the real Will and his channel experience.
So you just don't clean your phone screen or coffee table very often? Okay.
You know, I don't just, very specifically before I put it on the case, when I'm driving off somewhere.
But you surely you drove off knowing you were going to film, right?
I mean, people, I have my webcam I have my webcam on my stream. Like, you can look inside my house. It's pretty clean.
But your
What
coffee
is your
table and
table?
phone screen. is
Do
why.
me a favor, Queen. Can you turn your camera on and can you show us what your table looks like in your house right now?
No, I cannot turn my camera on. I'm not on for camera tonight.
Oh, I see. Okay. It's not because you're just surrounded by filth, is it?
Yeah, I'm surrounded by filth. I never clean. I have a coffee table covered in ash. That's the situation I'm in, much like you will.
Nice.
So how did you spend 6 months on this and still manage to misspell Schrödinger in the intro?
How did I spend? It's been 4 months since my last release. How did I spend 6 months on
sorry,
it?
4 months, not 6 months. Okay. How did you spend 4 months on it and still manage to misspell Schrödinger?
Yeah, shit slips through the cracks sometimes. That is rather fucking unfortunate. Although there is kind of a running theme now in all of the videos that there is one subtitle error in every fucking video. It's just a damn shame that it happened in the title sequence. It's just, you sit down, you edit a video over and over and over and over again, and it's just, even the goofiest shit sometimes slips through. That is life.
Videos are certainly full of goofy shit. I have to agree with you there, Will.
Thank you.
What was the relevance of Patrick Stewart? Is it just a voice you like, or was there a deeper significance?
Yeah, I just really fuck with Patrick Stewart.
Okay, well, my last question: how was this an ARG?
To be continued.
Okay.
So wait, so this is not the end of the
This is not
AI
the end
child
of
porn box story.
Child porn box.
Based.
To be
Can
continued.
can we get a release date on the sequel, perhaps?
It won't be a sequel.
Spin-off?
Alternate timeline?
F-bomb solo movie.
God, wow. All excellent ideas. I might have to hire you guys for the production on the next one.
I don't think you have the money to hire us.
Very true.
Well, you couldn't pay an editor, so I don't think you can
Yeah.
hire a whole team.
Very true.
So I've got some. I don't know if you want to pull up the screen share quickly. We have some videos we want to go through with you, some tweets, some bits like that. This has
Somewhat.
all been prepared by Bug Squander, so.
Wait, I have a
So-
question.
Oh, go for
Wait,
it.
I also
If
have a
anyone's got
question.
If anyone wants to jump in now, this is a good time to. do it.
Yeah, we're opening the floor in the green room as well.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
We can
green
bring
room is
people up
open if you want to
and
ask questions if Will's around for it, and then we'll move on to the Bug Squander section.
So
Can you
Will,
What
guys-
is the bug squander
Okay.
section? What is that?
oh, that.
So we
So
have Stale here. Stale is a self-proclaimed AI expert, by the way.
I saw
Uh-oh.
this guy chatting in the chat. That's awesome. What's up?
Maybe he can clarify the 5 to 10 years thing that you were talking about, arguing with Kuihman about.
Sure. I mean, I just had a couple questions about like the actual topic, which is AI. So I guess the only problem that you brought up was deepfakes. I'm curious, what is your opinion on the other problems people have with AI? So a common one would be, do you have an opinion on the Udowskis or the rationalists or the AI safety versus ethics debate? Basically, the people think AI is going to end the world. Do you have an opinion on that?
like the people that think we need to bomb the data centers.
Yeah,
And shit
yeah,
like
those
that?
guys. Yeah, that was the most famous one.
Yeah, that one's pretty funny. Fuck. It's kind of tough, as doom and gloom as I make the video, right? Where I'm like, I almost make it more like my intent was more to be like a PSA. Like, I don't think that people really understand how good some of this shit is, and it's just in its infancy. Like, I am infatuated with like ChatGPT and Bard and these things. Like, I just think they're like incredible. And I think that overall, like over a long enough period of time, I think that the AI will like be good for us. I just don't really like know how. So no, I'm not for the bombing of the data centers. I kind of just want people to be aware that like this shit is going to exist and this is going to happen and people will be able to do this. And then the real question is like, so what do we do now? Do we have to like install an AI on everybody's like individual computer that like reports back to another central AI that like lets people know like what you're doing on your computer at all times and like, you know, shit like that?
Okay, I guess it's kind of related to that. Do you have an opinion on the open source versus kind of closed source nature of AI? Because basically, there's kind of like two frames. There's like
Oh
okay,
yeah.
the open AI, which people it's actually closed AI, versus
Right.
kind of the open source stable diffusion model.
Right, like the like Llama, right? That's the one that Facebook did that's open source, correct?
Yeah, but there are AI ethics questions about either of these models, right? Do you have
Yeah,
like an
definitely.
opinion on that? Yeah.
Okay, so like first opinion is that it's really scary. Second opinion is that it's the only way that we'll be able to save ourselves from the other AIs. Is that we each need to be able to have an individual AI that is fairly powerful, like up to snuff. That way it can, you know, combat against the negative shit of the global overarching AI. So we need the open source, the actual open source AIs to exist. Because I mean it's just like with all things, right? It's like the modders for Skyrim, like they make better shit than the fucking Bethesda. I think the people, once they open up AI, the people that, you know, start getting their hands on it are gonna make better shit than OpenAI and stuff like that. Especially just with the rapid increase in like processing power and stuff that we're all eventually gonna be able to have access to. Like, if I'm not mistaken, I think you can spend like $15,000 and you can get a system that can run like the full llama just by itself at your house and have it be like very responsive. That cost is going to go down. And then obviously llama is going to get better and there are going to be more people releasing other AIs. And I think it's really just going to snowball. And I don't know. There are going to be bad parts and there's going to be good parts. And I wanted to just try and highlight one of those bad parts in my video that I don't think people are really aware of.
Okay, and then I guess one more AI related question. Do you have an opinion on the slowdown AI letter that was announced a couple months ago?
Yes. I say no because the thing is that even if we sign it and even if the United States did it, China and Russia are not stopping, and China is our big number one competitor in the AI space. So, no.
Okay, that's all I had for now. I don't know. I thought I'd get the topic back to AI. You guys
Wait,
are dunking, dude.
Wait. You
So,
got anything
what-
else?
what's your
Those were good
opinion-
questions.
What's
Yeah,
your
thanks.
opinion on the 5 to 10 years thing that they were talking about earlier? Do you think AI is like on this dooming precipice?
Okay. So, I mean, yeah, I'll give my opinion of that. Basically, in San Francisco, there's like a cult going on run by Eliza Yudusky. They're called the Rationalists, and they literally think that AI is gonna kill everybody or something. But they never explain it. That they kind of they say like, oh, you don't know, it could destroy the world in 1,000 different ways, but it's almost like unfalsifiable. So they never like argue in favor of it, if that makes sense. They never like put out the positive claim that the world will end because of AI. So that's my opinion on that topic. Is I just always hear people say doom and gloom, whatever, but they don't really explain exactly how it happens. I guess the one in Will's favor, he at least brought up one thing, which was deep fakes. I guess that's an interesting problem that could be solved. But you need to give specific details and specific worries instead of just saying AI
Sure.
bad, if that makes sense.
Okay, I guess here's the thing. So currently we are like human. We already do not have the information space right now is very fucked, and there's so much information floating around, and humans are not really capable of determining like what is true and what isn't true anymore. We do not have the ability to instantaneously determine fact from fiction, just because there's so much shit floating around. Now I see, and this is all shit that's created mostly by humans now. So what is going to be able to happen when someone is able to basically train an AI to just sit and crank this shit out full speed 24/7? that is a really big concern for me. The disinformation spread.
Sure. Yes. That's another one. The response to that, to like the disinformation and infinite free disinfo would be twofold. Counter response number one would be, okay, you have AI to create disinformation. What about AI to detect information? We can detect the deepfakes maybe easier than you can create it. And then the second counter response was, we kind of already had infinite disinformation already with like, I don't know, bot farms or whatever. I guess maybe this makes it easier, but it's not necessarily.
It's
Or
not the
maybe
same.
it makes disinfo is twice as bad, but it's still
not the same.
world ending probably.
The bot farms, the bot farm is like a ant compared to what AI is going to be able to do. You know, like the AI is going to be able to analyze the fucking conversion rate on the shit that you click, and then train itself on that data to make sure that it can push out better data to more people. You know what I mean? Like, this shit is going to be extremely targeted.
All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna move into.
Well, do you disagree?
Kenny wanted to add something. I
Wait,
guess.
hold on. I'm enjoying the conversation with this guy. Like, do you disagree with that? Like, do you
Well-
not think that AI is going to get
Well,
like
you enjoy
extremely
it because
targeted?
this guy's a
No, no, no.
plant. This is not a real character. This is a GTA created character. Get him out of here. Let's rotate our guests.
Well,
Thank
we're
you.
gonna move on because we got other stuff to get
I think you
to.
should send him a friend
Yeah.
request.
Yeah, you
Okay,
guys can have
yeah,
let's talk sometime.
a 1v1 on your stream.
I would love to talk about AI. Sure.
Let's do it.
All right, thank you for coming on, still. All right, Kenny wanted to ask something, and then we'll move into the Bugs Wonder stuff.
All right, so for the video, there was like two main things. One part you were talking about the AI in everyone's house, but the other part was the narrator talking about how AI will replace us. Which one is the more concerning one to you, and which one was like more of the main focus of the vid?
Okay, so just to clarify, basically like AI will replace us versus what was the other one?
Everybody having AI in their house, using it for whatever they want to. Or
okay, so the point with the Rod Serling part was like, I don't think I really make a super big claim in the video that I think that AI is gonna like replace us. What I said in the Rod Serling part was that there's this expectation that the more that we automate things, like when we create robots and shit, that like the shitty jobs are gonna be the ones that go away. Like, we're just gonna, like, the things we're really trying to do, guys, is automate all the really hard, terrible jobs, right, that nobody wants to do. But I just think it's really interesting that what actually happened was when all this AI stuff came out, the first jobs to go, or the first people to strike, the first people to put shit into contracts was creative people. Like, the AI actually is targeting, like, our smartest and most creative division of the population, rather than the people that work the hardest and are the sweatiest, you know, and do the
Well,
most
it's
physical
targeting
labor.
background actors. They're not really very creative.
You know, the thing is, though, is that the people are background actors before they become big actors. So you're really kind of fucking up
Okay,
a big
well, it's not
part of
really
the chain,
targeting the big
you know?
actors.
my question is.
Do you hear what I just said, Boots?
I'm
Can you engage with what I just said? I said that before people become big
Why do you
actors,
get so
they have
angry
to
when
be
Boots?
small actors.
Yeah, it's
Actors.
actually crazy.
Yeah, I mean, she just kind of
you know,
comes
I'm
in and
just
interjects
asking-
with dumb shit. That's the main reason.
I mean, that's what I think every fucking time you talk, Will, but still, I ask you questions and I'm expecting to get answers. And I engage with you honestly and openly.
Here's a question: Do big actors have to be small actors before they become big actors?
That's irrelevant. So
No,
the
it's not.
small
so-
actors are
okay.
the ones getting their roles. Those are the people being affected by AI. So they're being
Okay,
like doubled,
correct.
right?
Okay,
So it's
correct.
like
So could you imagine a future 10 or 20 years from now where perhaps the stream of of talent basically has been affected because it's really hard to make it's that much harder to make a living in LA because AI is now taking over your job and because they want to pay you like $2,000 for your likeness for the rest of their, for 20 years or some shit.
okay, but that's a different question because you're talking about the creatives having their jobs taken. But all
Okay,
I'm saying
trying to
is that
engage with
background
the
actors are
stupid
not
thing that
very
you said
creative.
about the big act. Like, you're like, oh, background actors aren't very creative. Well, they eventually become creative people that take bigger roles. So I'm scared of the ecosystem. Okay, does
Uh-huh.
that make sense?
I mean, no, but
Okay.
continue on.
Next question.
That's it for me.
Well, I
Good
think
question.
we'll now move into the Bugs Wonder section.
Okay.
Thank you guys
so-
for coming through that slog with us, and now the interesting part.
Well, I mean, I've got one last question. Will, is the reason why you seem to hate women so much because you used to be one?
Yes.
Okay, the trans man allegations are confirmed. Guys, we got them. All right. Well, you're going to want to pull up the screen share for the rest of this conversation, I think. I'll
Okay.
give you a moment to set up your OBS if you feel that's necessary.
Am I supposed to watch the stream? Is that what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, on the screen
share,
share, on the
yeah.
screen share in Discord.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm here.
Okay. So I mean, first of all, we're going to go through really the sort of story of Will here, I think. So we've got, just to start us off, we've got I believe this is your channel trailer, or used to be. Oh, this is from your
Juicy.
Mr. Girl's Real
Okay.
Doll. We've got this is the intro to that. So we'll start.
Yeah, this is Will's first video. Oh, sorry, his last video prior to the Extreme Daddy Festo. So this is a
wait,
virgin
no.
Will.
I have one more question before we get into all of
okay,
this stuff.
quickly,
It's very
quickly,
important
quickly.
and it's
Right,
kind of related.
This is it.
Okay. So if you were leaving the Twitch poll space, why did you DM so many people on Twitter to try and get them to watch your video on stream?
Gotta do that marketing, baby. As much as the space is pretty annoying, it's kind of my main audience as well. So.
So you
So you're
recognize
not
you're
leaving
caught
Twitch
trapped
poll?
here. Yeah.
Well, I mean, have I been doing anything for the past 4 months or no? Okay.
Yes, working on this video.
I'm
for
planning
Twitch
on
politics.
planning on leaving Spicy Chat as well as soon as we do our nice little stream here. So
Bitch.
you know, you guys
Thank
can get
God.
it back. I know.
Let's carry on.
Okay. So Bug, did you want to introduce this?
Yeah, basically what I just said. This is Will's last video with the introduction prior to Extreme Daddy Festo. So this is Will before he'd really engaged with the larger space, before anyone really knew who he was. So this just gives us an idea of like who he is pre-clout.
Guys, I'm Will, and this is my channel. I'm a new content creator, at least publicly. I've been making stuff off and on my whole life, but have really started taking it seriously during the pandemic, like a lot of other people. Some aspect of being a content creator is connecting with your audience, and there are many ways that people do this or don't do this. Some content creators rely on having a very direct one relationship with their audience. I'm very bloggers, businesses that solid social media presences, or streamers. They influence you primarily.
Can I just ask, why are you standing so awkwardly here? Could you, like, it seems like you're trying to look casual, but it's just like the hand on the hip and the
Kuihman, can you show
firmly
me?
grasping the side
Kuihman,
here.
can you show
And
me how
also-
many produced videos you've made?
And also, why are you
no.
doing this put on affected voice? What's that about?
And also like pointing directly at the screen for some reason. Didn't quite understand that either.
This man, wow, that's fine. I haven't watched this video in like
Answer
a
in
long
any
time.
order you see fit, by the way.
That's pretty great. I
You
know
can answer
that's
any
fair.
questions.
I'm definitely very like a stone in this fucking video. That's pretty funny. Well, hey guys, my acting got better, right? I mean,
No,
come on now.
No, not at all.
No,
come on now, come on. It's a little bit of an improvement. Come on.
I feel like this is better.
Wait, I thought this
Really?
was intentional. Like, I thought the like autistic awkwardness was sort of like the
Oh,
vibe that you were going for.
I mean, it's as intentional as I can make it, I guess.
So it was intentional.
So not very intentional. Keep up, Booze.
Pretending to be retarded.
About their life or the inner workings of their business. As the audience, we get closer to them by either relating or craving. We all partake in this voyeuristic activity, should we choose to watch. What a...
Well, that's a nice little intro to Will, before where Will comes from. So, oh, whoops.
Very
As we
interesting,
immediately
very
after, yeah, very interesting stuff. Immediately after the Extreme Dad video comes out, one of your, well, not immediately, but, you showed up on the Mr. Girl hotline to speak to
This is so
Destiny and
good.
Mr. Girl.
This is like inside the actor's studio, but like the Twitch autistic version for weirdos.
Will, I have a question actually. Have you been following the Super Mega drama recently? Do you know anything about it?
No, not really.
Okay. So, would you consider the Extreme Daddy Festo Part 1 your magnum opus?
Is that the No, I think... No, I don't think so.
What would you consider your magnum opus?
Probably the feudalistic hierarchy of online poll currently.
Just because it got the most views, or because you think it was your best work?
It was, I think it was my best work at the time. I mean, I think the new video is the best video, but you know, it's just, there's just a lot of growth. There's a lot of my soul in that video. So yeah. That's why it's the
Hey,
magnum
Will,
opus.
can I ask you why you're so vitriolic towards me?
I'm just not a fan.
Yeah,
I
but
am
like
curious why
everybody in
you
this
hate her,
call
actually.
hates you. And I tried to help you for a while, so I don't know why you're directing your rage towards me.
I'm gonna be honest, Boots, I'm just not a fan. I don't really want to go into too much detail.
No.
Yeah, you said that already. I'm asking for more clarification. Because
Yeah,
I don't know
just
why
that
you would
I
be a
don't wanna
fan
give it
of
to you,
Kuihman
so-
or DK or Silo or Bug.
Yeah, I literally took money from you. Boost didn't do that.
You know, there's something about Dig. As much as I
Well-
dislike DK, there's something about him, you know.
Yeah,
I can
Boots. Yeah,
respect
she
his
thinks she's so
creativity.
Can I
smart.
get that?
Yo, Boots,
Can
you
I
know
get
quantum
that?
mechanics? Can you guess where the electrons are in your room right now? Since
Yeah, tell me where every electron is right now.
Well,
Yeah.
there's only one electron. That's the theory.
Anyway, let's carry on.
Okay, we'll watch a little bit of this. I think we'll save for the whole thing. We might
Not to be
pay
a
out the
jerk,
stream of the
I
whole
have
thing.
to leave at 3:30, so just FYI. Okay.
When's that? Is that in
That's okay.
35
Your
minutes?
presence
in a-
isn't really
like-
required.
Okay, that's fine. It's in 37
Okay.
minutes, so.
Okay, got you. All right, that's all good.
Oh shit, this is a banger.
Callers. You want to take some?
Oh fuck,
Yeah, go for it. Hit me up.
this is a banger. Classic Will.
All right, baby. Whenever you're ready. I think I know who the first caller is. I think it's Will. So I'm gonna just drag Will in. All
Oh
right.
shit, I was so
Hey.
nervous. Had to be the first fucking person. Hi.
Hey. You ready?
I am ready. One sec.
Oh.
What's up, Destiny and Max?
Hi.
Hey.
Why are you calling him
Destiny.
by his
I'm
stripper
sorry, I
name,
know.
but calling me by my government name?
I feel like I'm closer to you, Max, even though that's just the parasociality kicking in, you know.
Okay. Yep.
But
All right. What would you like to talk about?
I think I'm gonna call him Steven though. That does seem more natural. Steven, I got a thing I want to talk Oh, to you Jesus about Christ. first. Why am I so the fucking author. cringe? I'm Will in his shitty channel, author of the Extreme Daddy Festo. My Extreme Daddy Festo was in your browser tab for 2 days, and you didn't watch it. You were like this close to watching my video. What happened, man? It just it was about
Oh, I
it was
love
about
this
a
clip.
browser internet nerd that you banned 3 years ago from your Discord. Extreme
that's-
Dad.
Yeah.
Is that too obscure content?
It's a lot of stuff for a guy that's genuinely a little bit scary to me. I don't know what your guys' like association with him is or anything, but like the reason why I banned that dude is because I think he was making like what appeared to me to be pretty legitimate death threats to me, or other people. So I gotta, yeah.
Like you would have classified them as
Dude.
legitimate death threats.
Destiny's
Like,
such a
I
fucking
mean, you've
loser,
obviously
man.
interacted with a lot of.
So, well, how
How
did
is
you
Destiny
feel
managing
after-
to look worse than Will in his channel here?
how did you
I
feel
planned
after
out his
this went
streets.
down?
Oh fuck
Map
me!
them
This
out.
was pretty brutal, but this was good eye opener though for like, this really did change like my way that I think about very very extremist people like Nick Fuentes. So
So you don't
sometimes you
stand
gotta
by
get
your
slapped in
opinion
the
of-
face. No, God Lord, no.
You don't think
Absolutely
Joe
not.
Biden should have lunch with Nick Fuentes, which is what you argued in
Especially,
previous videos,
holy
isn't it?
fuck, especially not now. I mean, Jesus Christ, no, we can. That's probably
I
not
mean,
a good
I've
idea.
got a couple of questions here. Will, are you aware of how little time Max seems to have for you? Do you notice how like short he is in instances where he's kind of thrust into a conversation with yourself? Do you notice
Yeah,
this at all?
he's not really a fan. Yeah, he's not.
No,
a fan,
he's,
I don't
he's
think.
not, is he? No.
No.
Okay, and another thing as well, as a self-confessed fan of Destiny, why did you think your first opportunity to speak to him, would be a good idea to try and suck a bit of clout out of him by talking about the fact that your video was sat in his tabs for a while?
I don't think I was thinking about clout per se. I actually thought it was what did I actually come to this? Like,
you
how
were
did it come to
personally
this?
hurt by the fact
You
that
were
he
always
didn't want
talking
you,
about
I
thinking
feel.
about clout. Come on.
I mean, that's why I'm here right now.
Right.
Oh, such a
We're saying that you weren't
man.
thinking about clout is
So
well,
classic.
this does lead into this next clip because, I mean, if you'd have made a better first impression, maybe this wouldn't have happened. But we'll let
Yeah, so
everyone see.
we'll just play this clip. I think this is one of my personal favorites.
Oh, this is a good one.
And you weren't fucking there.
Dude, do you
You
know what?
walk across the city.
You know why Jill and I are mad at you?
Wait, is Jill your girlfriend?
Yeah, they charged me $700 and $750 for Wagyu, 2 plates.
Yeah, what if you're getting authentic Wagyu beef, it's gonna be like $200 like per 2 slices, like for a few ounces. Yeah.
But dude, I had to I couldn't back.
Oh, this is such a banger.
You can't back down.
Oh,
So there we go.
oh,
Moving into frame.
My orange ass shoes.
in the distance.
You just snuck that photo of us.
You're good. It's a conference. That's what they do.
Okay, no,
here.
that's fine.
You're
that's
fine. No, you're good. It's a
No,
conference.
it's fine.
People are here to
catch
take
a
pictures.
predator as well.
Holy fuck, I
How
love
many
hair.
people have you told that you are really weird to, Will? How often
really
does this
weird.
something? How often
know-
does this happen?
But yeah, maybe more often than I'd like to admit, probably.
You should
Well,
stop talking about
look,
yourself
I-
like that. It's very
Can I
weird.
ask you, how tall are
Yeah.
you, Will? Out of curiosity.
Not tall enough to fight you in an MMA fight.
Okay.
I'm guessing around 5'8", right?
Yes.
Maybe 5'7". You seem
My-
slightly shorter than Destiny. He's about.
Yeah,
5'8".
I think it's 5'7". I think that's what's on my ID card.
Okay. Glad we got an answer on that.
Yeah, right. No, shut the fuck up. Stop. Trying to disassociate with these negative things, okay?
Yeah, well, I would dissociate if Nick beat me in a debate every single time.
Oh
too.
yeah, every single time.
The
Well,
most
that
recent
aged
time, at
poorly.
least.
Oh,
Yeah, that aged very
classic.
poorly.
Classic Will.
So then we've got obviously some stuff from Twitch gone here. You got to meet your heroes.
Yeah, I actually,
Right,
what's
it's very
funny is it's such a bummer that me and Shud burned the bridge so hard because I have these really cool film photos that I took besides these, and those will probably never see the light of day. It's kind of a shame.
Let's be clear. You burned the bridge, right?
I mean, I think that Shud Logic was kind of a dick, but he was a bit much.
But you were acting like a bit of a snaky rat, weren't you?
You were saying
I mean,
that
we've
his
got a folder for
Discord
it.
should be reported.
We can
You
get
know
it.
that, right?
Yeah,
We
we'll
can,
get to that, I guess. I don't know if it's before Will has to leave.
Oh, we're on my history there. I'd like a comparison between these two pictures. I thought there's a lot of similarities. So let's get into this one. This is another all-time Will clip.
Oh man.
Again from TwitchCon.
This is a tough watch for me personally.
Mate, okay. Is making money corny? There are certainly corny ways to make money. I don't know why I bother with these sometimes. I don't know what to say, man. Anyway, mate, listen, you need to fucking... do you want to tell them about your idiotic things that happened? My ass, didn't you? Oh, $300. Is the pound...
Okay, Will's coming back. There we go. Is that
I know the point I'm making is
freezing?
you had to spend $100
Okay.
'cause you're an idiot
Yes.
today. So we need
That was a
$100
very
now.
nice house.
Let's fucking go. I left my pass. This is not a
That was a pretty nice part of San
Not
Diego.
particularly well
Not gonna lie.
clipped by Bugs Hunter.
well, it's not all the context. That's
Yeah, I didn't know how long we'd have as well.
Yeah.
gimbal camera, fucking battery charger, everything. Shades, you know.
Oh, here he comes.
White socks, right shoes.
Blinking in the background.
Pass at home. And I got there, and I had heard that they'll replace it for you, and you gotta pay like a reprint fee or something like that. And I was like, whatever, it's 10, 20 bucks, I'll just pay it. I get down there, like, yeah, to reprint, we need to pay or charge you full price. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, the bottle cap clink on the ground.
And I was like, what about the partner half price discount? And they're like,
Chud, bro, Chud treating him like his son. Where's the bottle cap gone? So sick.
Will, you're getting kicked off the island. No, you should go down.
Ooh.
Talk about other stuff. What? Yeah, I'm kicking him off the island. Why? That's fine, honestly. Because sometimes it feels good to hurt people. That's why. Fucking hell, okay. Listen, it's not my decision, mate. That's fine. It's his stream. Tell someone else. You want to say your channel name before you go? Oh, yeah, it's all good. No, you're not me, motherfucker. Just
He's
chill.
fucking sobbing,
It's Will
crying on the inside.
and his channel. Okay, appreciate y'all. Oh, cool. Thanks. Okay, cheers, mate. I'll come and catch up with you later. Yeah. Take your time. I just feel like we need to be more intimate with each
Little fucking rat boy.
Now,
It's so awkward.
Annoying.
now, Will, we
Oh,
were given
man.
some inside information. Is it true that you basically just fucking bounced almost immediately after that happened? How long
No.
did you hang around at the party for?
I don't know. It was like an
Don't
hour,
lie.
hour and a half.
Did
What,
I
dude?
have a question? Did you walk
Why?
over there just to throw the bottle cap on the ground?
No, I popped it with my lighter and it flew on the ground.
Yeah, but you were sitting down and you were gonna pop it, but then you got up and you did it off camera.
I don't know why I did that. That was probably just me being really awkward. I don't really know why I did that.
Comedian.
Were you like nervous that you would fail to open it with your lighter on stream?
Maybe that's what it was.
That is a little bit. It's a little bit emasculating when you can't pop a bottle open, isn't it?
Sometimes.
All right.
Okay, I think we'll move straight on to the drama Chud had Will had with Chud and the Discord broadly, just so we can make sure we get all this in, because I imagine we might spend a bit of time talking about this. We might move on to the rest of it afterwards, after Will's finished his time here. But for now, we will move on to the spicy ban section. So, we're just a question, Will.
Namaste.
Just want to ask you. You obviously, I think you got involved with some of the Elder Drazi drama, didn't you? Behind the scenes a little bit.
I don't know.
Oh, well, see, because it seems like a screenshot was leaked from Rita's server to Stardust that was later used by Stardust in a debate, correct? And portrayed as Spicy Chat.
I don't know about that, to be honest.
You don't know about that, no? Is that why you ghosted Rita when he asked you about it?
Did that happen?
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest.
That
like,
makes me really
I've-
sad, actually, because Rita
I
is one of
haven't
the
been on
people who like always defended you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know anything about that.
You don't know anything about the fact that you're like the only person that would have like had contact with Stardust who would have had access to that server. to leak that
When do I
screenshot.
have contact with Stardust? When have
Well,
I
you're
ever
in the
had
Twitch bot
contact with
space. There aren't
Stardust?
really many other streamers or content creators in that Discord, are there?
Like I literally
Why not?
I've never messaged Stardust anything except to like watch my shit.
Yeah. So you're
That's
saying
literally
you
it.
categorically did not leak.
Wait,
that
do you want me to
screenshot
show?
from
I
Rita's
could show you
server?
the DMs with Stardust right now if
I
you'd like.
don't trust you
I
enough
mean, like,
to know.
like, literally.
Don't know what platform they could be on. So I'm asking.
I mean,
do you
for
think
real,
you
I don't
leaked
even
that
know. What
screenshot,
would I?
or
No, wasn't me.
was
Is
it
that why I
you?
got? Is that why I got kicked from the server? Makes a lot of sense. I just didn't really
I imagine
look
so.
into
Yeah,
it.
leaking screenshots to portray someone poorly is probably gonna get
Allegedly.
you kicked from a server.
But,
I'd imagine.
yeah.
It's
Allegedly,
curious. It's curious that you're responding
Started
with
off
all
with
this
no recollection, and then all of a
incredulity,
sudden- yeah.
and now all of a sudden you're remembering. Oh, I was kicked from the server, but then you didn't respond to Rita when he talked to you about it. So, what do you mean? Is that why I got kicked from the server? You
Probably
would have
just
received a
seemed like-
DM.
Yeah, it probably just seemed like some weird online shit. I probably just wasn't interested.
Leaking private information is not online shit. That's very personal human thing.
It's probably why I
Especially
didn't
someone
You
do
were
it.
the
put
one
their
to
neck
leak,
out
and
to
you would be
defend
the one
you and
engaging
friends.
in the weird
Right.
online shit. So,
Like, it just seems odd how you're responding to everything with "I don't know," "I'm not sure," "Oh, I'm just weird." You seem not to know much of
I think
anything.
strong
I think I
case it does
said.
not
I think I
build.
said I'm just weird. That was the other video.
Yeah, but I'm calling out a pattern of behavior that you're
Mm.
like spineless. You're not like a person.
Yep. Little jellyfish.
So Will,
What's the-
yes or no? Did you or did you not leak DMs or messages to Stardust?
No.
What was I giggle?
It was such a weird.
I just like it's just funny. Like
Okay,
I
so-
literally always talk shit about Stardust. Like yeah. I no.
So
I don't have
Kui,
any
can you
connection there.
explain about it and why you think it's the case that he did?
Yeah, so it was.
Wow.
I believe Rita
Very
was
interesting.
saying something about Kilo, and Will is probably the one that leaked that, given he's the only one that would likely have connections to people in the space. within that server, and was on that in that moment. He was on a big arc against Spicy Chat and the people involved. So I've got the tweets from the time here, obviously. So you say, at Irrational Chad, I hope the community you're breeding brings you joy and success at the exclusion of people that generally stand up for you. So Will, you're back here again the moment you're getting you think you can get a bit of clout from it, aren't you?
Say what?
So you're back here again now that you think you can get a bit of clout from it, aren't you? So clearly the idea that you're being excluded, like, you know, you're here farming it right now.
Correct.
So this is just, you don't really feel this is true then, right? Because you're not only sort of tacitly approving of us right now, but you're also farming clout from it and benefiting when it suits you.
Gotta know your audience. Gotta get those views.
Well, good.
Gotta get
You
those
think
101
You are
views.
admitting to having absolutely no spine. Okay.
Right, that you're just like formless. Do you think that building an
Yeah.
audience of people who just like hate you is going to be beneficial in the long run? Like you
Yeah.
call yourself an artist. I don't know many artists who are just like hated, you know?
I think most artists are hated when you really think about it.
No, but they
Not
have a
exclusively
big-
hated.
Exclusively hated. They've got a vast fan base.
Oh, it's okay. I don't feel like I'm exclusively hated, and
Well, you are
So,
though.
you know, most artists who are hated, who are still famous, have some sort of creative vision. I don't know if you have that. But just to be clear, this happened when you were banned from the community, and every other person who was active in Mr. Girl's server was banned from the community because they were doing like a bunch of reporting for chud
man.
shit because Mr.
So
Girl
you're like
said
alluding to
stuff
it.
has got to be really slow for bringing up the 4-month-old drama here. All right. All
Yes,
right,
we're talking to you.
This happened. This happened.
Yeah,
okay,
we're just
what,
talking
what
about
else we
all
got?
of your drama.
Yeah, this is your life, Will.
This is my.
Well, Will, you are becoming a bit of a lolcow, aren't you? With the going back and forth and kind of
Becoming
making
a
an ass of
bit
yourself every time you post a
unfair.
video. So like, it doesn't like
This is
things
pretty
being
enjoyable.
like shit can be not slow and you can still laugh at lolcows. Like that's content in and of itself.
Yeah, milk.
You
Hey,
can do that anytime.
hey, go get your milk. Let's go to the next screenshot. Let's go.
Yeah, so we got the next screenshot here. So Wick asks you, wait, what happened? And you reply, Chud just made it easier than ever to put this space in the rear view mirror. So this hasn't aged very well, has it? Has it, Will?
He's driving
mean-
in circles, I believe. He's on a
Correct.
NASCAR track.
Yep. Exactly.
As in, you're not going anywhere. You'll never go anywhere because you're driving in circles. To you.
Yeah, we'll see. Time will tell.
We are seeing.
We'll see.
So let's move on to the next screenshot here. So this is Mantis. I don't know. This is just funny, I guess.
Mantis owns you.
Mantis saying, "Well, let's start a hunger strike against Spicy Chat until we get let back in." Okay.
Mantis, only 7 months left on his prison sentence.
He should get a reduced sentence for good behavior. That's all.
1 more month and we'll
His
call it
behavior has
good.
not been good.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has.
No,
Just
it
like-
hasn't. He posts in fucking other servers, but he's banned from all the ones that we're all in.
So what? I don't have to see it. Officer.
Okay. Continue. This is not the Mantis episode.
This is not particularly relevant. I assume this is also just put in because it's funny.
Namaste, William.
Namaste, William.
Wait, does anyone see what it says on the bottom of that picture?
Cut that out. Cut that out.
It says, Jewish people. It says, I think Jewish people up here as well. And
That's the one
Jewish
that Rita
people
made,
over
right?
here as well. No, Rita did not make this. I don't think.
Oh, I see.
No, he didn't.
We found it on Twitter.
Mm.
Yeah, it was just a random Twitter post.
So here we've got Bug Squander replying to you. Congratulations, Will. Regardless of what's TOS, it's not even close. Stop crying. You've justified your removal by whining about it on Twitter. Oh, by the way, you've got a date tomorrow. Empty your schedule because Kuihman wants to chat. Don't be a bitch. And then Will, you reply, I make content. I am not content anymore. So, well,
Based.
are you not kind of content right now? Is that not what's going on? Is this not possibly worse than a moderated debate with Wick?
You know what? I kind of was craving, having a little bit of a crave to come on stream and do this song and dance, and I had a pretty good time. I'm having a good time so far.
Craven. He said Craven.
So, Bug Squander says, until you fall on your face again and come crawling back. We've seen
Is
it
there-
before.
I'm
Accept
not
your
trying
lot
to be
and
a
do
dick.
as you're
Is
fucking
there-
told.
Is there like
And
juicier
then
stuff?
you say,
Can we like skip the
let's see
juicy
how
stuff?
well this. Let's see how well this ages. I mean,
Okay.
I guess we're seeing how well it's aged right
Okay.
now because
Okay.
you have
I see it.
actually you have fallen on your face again. Come
The
crawling
arc
back.
is
and
the
accept
arc is
your lot.
forming. Okay. All right.
There's no
What else we
arc.
got?
It's a circle.
excuse me, the the parabola, the two parabolas are meeting. Okay, what else we got?
I mean, this is just you asking to be unbanned to do research. So
Wait,
we've got
Will,
this.
why are
Yeah.
you? Sorry, I have
Wait,
to interrupt. You're
Go for
saying
it.
what else we got?
What else is new? I mean, okay.
Yeah. So the issue is that whenever you get genuinely upset about things that people say, you elevate yourself above them and act like all of the shit that we're saying is something that's like totally irrelevant. It doesn't matter to you. You're just laughing at it all, and then you whinge about it later.
That,
And then you
know,
come
that you're right.
after.
That does happen sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna happen today as well because you're laughing about all of this shit.
Doing
But
it right now.
you came in here voluntarily to talk about all of this. You're still here, and is any of this a problem for you? And
I'm
why
having
are
a good
you
time.
even
Holy
considering?
shit! Why should I be having a problem? I think it's been a pretty decent time. You been having a good time, Boots, or what's up?
Yeah, I know. I don't think you're actually having a good time. I think that's just cope.
Yeah,
But,
I don't think you're. I don't
that's
think you're
fine.
having a good time because I think you were hoping that you'd get more of a rise out of me.
No, so that's the problem though, because
Why
like
don't-
that's
why
what
don't we
you
just keep
think
going?
that I want, and that's what you think that Spicy wants.
Oh,
But
God.
really, we just
I
want
don't
you
think
to
about
like
you very
give
often.
us genuine answers, and you're never genuine in here.
Okay.
So like
That's your
sometimes
assessment,
we'll
that's
give
fine.
you genuine criticisms. Like I give you genuine criticisms for ages. I'm the person who hounded you for ages about not paying your editor before any of this shit went on stream.
Yeah, I should never
Is that why
paid
you
my
hate
editor.
me so much, or is it because of the
I
ban?
never should. I don't even care about that anymore. Never should have paid Max.
Yeah, you don't care about anything when you're confronted with it. That's the problem.
No,
Yeah, so
it's
the
more-
issue, Will, is that you're kind of like Stardust, and like no one really expects to get a rise out of you because everyone kind of thinks you're a pathetic
A
shrimp.
punching bag.
Nice.
Yeah, just a punching bag like
It's not
Stardust. So when
really
people
about getting a
ask me after,
response
you
from a
just say,
punching bag. It's just
Masturbation.
it.
Yeah,
Cool.
you just punch it. Yeah, so you're just like, yeah,
Hey.
yeah, cool. I am a total piece of shit retard.
If that, hey,
Next.
if really, I mean,
Next
hey, what does
screenshot?
what does that say about you? That you spend your time gathering all these screenshots
Ooh.
about, you know?
It means that I'm
supposedly
growing
a
in power.
pathetic
I'm amassing
retard.
in power.
So-
Well, we're
To be
getting
clear-
stronger.
True.
My
I
technique
don't know,
is
man. Would you rather be the
flawless.
pathetic
Exactly
retard, or would
0
you rather be the
seconds on
pathetic
this, Will.
retards enjoying the pathetic retard? Fuck, I don't know. It's a hard choice. I mean,
We'd
I
rather
would
be the
rather
ones that
enjoy
I'd
life.
rather be enjoying it. Yes.
what else we got?
I mean, obviously, this was sort of relevant to what was just said, really. I said, where's the honesty, Will? Aren't you a Mr. Girl fan? You can easily make an alt for research. And you proudly proclaim, I'm a Will and his channel fan.
Very
This is a bit of a
based.
cringe line, isn't it, Will? This
Very
is a little bit
based.
of a cringe line.
No, it's very
Yeah,
fucking
you reckon this is
based.
based? I'm a
Very.
Will and his channel fan. You might be
You
the
should
only one.
zoom in.
So,
Zoom in more. Zoom in
yeah,
more.
I try and get nicely framed for the stream, you know.
Based.
Just.
Do you
just put-
deny being like a Mr. Girl fan, or
No, why would I?
okay.
Based.
I mean, it seemed like you were denying it there a little bit.
Explicitly.
you understand.
Avoiding the question.
Okay, we're back to the start of the spicy ban folder here, it looks like.
Alright, what else we got? What else we got?
Don't worry.
So this is Will is not content. This this section. So do online politics. Don't let online politics do you. Create content. Don't be content. So once again, this not
Very
being
true.
content thing. But this
Yeah.
you've come on a stream that is just here. We're just here to mock you. Like you are the content. You are being treated as a lolcow. You are a punching bag right now.
I think, yeah,
all this,
yeah,
all this
definitely.
stuff where you're
Yeah,
like posturing
100%.
as if
Yeah, absolutely.
where you're
I think
posturing
a
as if
real
you're
part.
like
Yeah,
totally
I
over it
agree.
now.
No, it's not so much that. I think it's more recognizing the fact that you're being turned into content than being okay with that. Or if you're not okay with
just
it,
now,
not
you
doing it.
in those last tweets you said you weren't doing it anymore, and then you told Bogsconda very proudly, "Let's see how well this ages." But it's aged poorly.
You fucking
back
got
on it.
me. You got me, Kuihman. I'm back
Well,
on.
yeah,
I
this
came
is
here
just sort of like a common theme with you.
Oh
is where
man,
you
I
make
came
a large
just for you,
posturing statement
Kuihman.
and act really pretentious, and then you get
I
sort of
broke
bitch slap
my
back down. And...
what do we call that? I broke my chastity for you, Kuihman. I came back. So
Is this
Is
fun
this-
for you? Well, is this
Yeah.
is this what you're gonna ask, Silo? Like,
Kinda.
what are
I'm
you
going
what
somewhere
are you
else.
gaining from coming on explicitly to be mocked?
Don't say
What do you think you
views. Don't
Wait,
say
I also
money.
want an honest answer.
Can I be honest?
not
I think
capable.
this conversation with that like
asked for.
whatever conversation we had leading up to that conversation with that AI guy, that was worth it just to have that conversation.
That
I
shit was
agree.
not worth it.
You didn't even want to answer any of Kui's questions though when he asked them to.
Yeah, and also
dismissive
we
of
were being
everything.
super nice to you, so that
I
you didn't
answered the
leave
questions nice. Wait, I thought I was very engaging with the questions.
You
Some of them were
refused
just
to
You're
answer the first
dismissive.
question for like 5
They're-
minutes.
yes, exactly, because I wanted to get his opinion first, and I got it. So we moved on.
Well, we've got a $5 super chat here from Max.
Oh,
Wait, I almost deleted that. Don't
Let's
read that.
go.
Will, ropes
Let's-
are on sale at Home Depot.
Well,
I'm not
you
sure what he
read it.
means by that, but
They mean.
that's a
Wow.
super chat. You got to read out the super chats. You got to read the super chats.
Yeah, over $20.
Okay, Rick. Okay, Rick.
No.
I
It's
didn't know Rick joined VC.
$5 minimum.
Ah.
for the-
Yo, Rick and VC.
That's all right.
$20 super chat. Kuihman will say whatever slur you want.
Oh, is it Reservoir?
Oh, someone's in the waiting room. Razzie.
Put Reservoir in
Oh.
here.
Let's give
Yeah.
the last 10 minutes here.
Yo, me and him will defend Will.
Alrighty, we've got Reservoir in the call.
Wait, before Reservoir goes.
Sorry. There was another super chat.
Ooh.
I'm so sorry. Jimberly,
Earlier.
$10 says, "Hi Will, big fan. I was wondering, would you join me supporting AI replacing women?"
Ooh.
You know, there's actually an anime about that called Saber Marionette, I think.
You need to stop.
Ooh.
You should check it out.
Oh no,
No
okay, kick him out. Kick him out. Reservoir. No void.
Real quick, Will. What the
Yeah.
fuck was that? It was 3 minutes of takes with 19 minutes of like, what the fuck? Like, I get like you're trying to do any of the, like make this whole thing. I just feel like you could just made a 5-minute video and been done with it. And like honestly, like that probably would have been like just that's what this should have been.
You
Like I
weren't
feel
a-
like the thing that you're trying to say, you said
Go
in
for it.
3 minutes. You could have just done that.
Yeah, I wanted to make a short film.
Okay, but you can.
I
do
didn't.
that,
I
like,
didn't
on
want to
the
just make a
side.
I didn't want to just make a YouTube commentary video. So, but
Well,
the
why-
iron,
well,
but the
why'd you
but
wanna
the.
make, why'd you want
okay.
to make a short film? Why?
I'm
What's,
just-
what was the point of making a
Better
short
ad rev.
I have a question.
Oh,
Why?
no.
Here's a question for people that watch
There's
the
no
video.
ad rev. 'cause
Why
it's
is
all
it that?
copyright claimed 'cause we
Why
did
is
that.
it that when I did why is it that when I did the monologue
what
I
is
was
this
wearing a
different
black
voice?
shirt? Why?
What is this?
Why is it?
different- what-
Why is it that when I
Maybe
did
he's
the
farther away from
monologue,
his mic.
I was wearing a
Hold
Hold
black
on.
shirt?
Shut up. Let him talk. You fucking idiots. Ask your
Why-
question, Will.
Why was it when I did the monologue I was wearing a black shirt?
because you saw there was child porn, but you liked it, and it would normally horrify people.
What?
Is that
No.
what the black shirt is? Because that's what I read.
different
it.
shirts-
Wait, don't
the
answer,
different
Will. This
shirts-
is Death of the Author. You're not allowed to answer.
The different shirts are different universes, right?
There we go. Thank you. Okay. So
So was
that's obvious.
so back to Reservoir's question. Was the black shirt one the child pornographer universe?
Was it a child pornography universe?
Yeah, one of them. One of
One of
many.
the
One
child
of
porn.
infinite, actually.
Yeah.
Could be this one even. Do we know?
Mm.
Please answer.
you don't.
Will, what shirt color are you wearing?
That's deep. We could be in the Will and his channel child pornography universe right now.
I could
That's
be
crazy.
and the crazy thing is
You a
that
Fed
Stylo
Stylo?
maybe is the
What
one
is
that
this?
sent it to me, and that's why he's fucking trying to act like.
No, it
this.
was in
Yeah, I
a. It
think
was
he's
in
a
a chest.
Fed.
So
It was in a
We
chest.
we
you never
blindfolded
really
him.
know.
Woodworking. We
Stylo,
woodworked him.
Stylo, I want
Wasn't
Stylo. I need your entire hard drive mailed to my house, stat, just so I can make sure that.
It's funny
you're-
you think I have but one. I'm not. Oh, never mind. I'm not poor like you, Will. I said it.
Yeah, he's a fed. Styles a fed confirmed.
Cut me deep.
Well, it just doesn't come across well when like no one really understands that this is now the universe where you're a YouTuber and talking to the camera and the other ones.
But you literally
Like,
are
it
doing.
just
You're
doesn't come
explaining
across
it,
well at
but you're
all.
explaining it.
No,
so it came, it
but
did
that's
come
because
off.
we've watched
Yeah,
it
now
7
that
times.
you just said it.
Well,
Now that you just
good.
said it.
Fuck
but
yeah! Watch it a
also,
couple times.
I'm not saying that people can't get it. I'm saying that it's shit. Like it doesn't come
Okay.
across.
The
well.
execution was
It's
bad.
like part of the
I al-
video is
yeah.
a short film.
No,
and
no,
part
no,
is
no.
talking to the camera.
Also, Will,
Look.
what the fuck was wrong with you not knowing how to focus a
Wait, can we
camera?
stay
on
on
Oh.
one thing?
No, no,
Reservoir?
Yeah,
That's
I-
crazy.
Please,
that-
leave the shit aside. The problem
That-
is
I know.
every
That's
single
really
criticism
bad.
that we say every criticism that we say, you take it as you not getting your creative artist brain across to us. But the problem is not that. It's that your creative artist brain is so much like more normal than you fucking think it is. You
Very
don't have this
mundane.
special brain. You don't have these great ideas that you need to get across to us in some medium, and you need to improve at that. No, that's not true. You have a normal fucking brain. In fact, you probably have a below average brain because you're autistic. You can work at your art, you can do all of that shit, but there's nothing special inside of you that you need to push to us. Work on learning instead of like trying to get what's inside out there.
Wow. Why is he
Like,
got
Will,
like boots
wow.
again, Will?
Yeah,
Finish it. Will. How much valence electrons does Florida have?
What she's trying to say is,
I'm definitely going to take your advice, Boots. I mean, you didn't know shit about the observer
step
effect,
off
so
the-
I'm really going to
Step
take
off
your
the
advice
rice.
now, okay? Alright. Next.
I would like to ask a question. Not a question, constructive criticism. I was saying while watching my viewing of the video that there's really no way for us to know that we're switching universes besides you changing shirts, which is something that people might miss.
And shaving his beard.
A real creative would have been. You've seen Spider-Verse, correct, Will?
Yes.
You know how there was like a Lego Spider-Man, and like you instantly know that's like a different universe because he's not like a human.
These motherfuckers. I mean, how am I... That's not...
You should have done some shit like that, is what I'm saying.
Wait.
I mean,
claiming
I
Will is not
guess.
human?
Like film some stop motion, wear
Damn.
like a costume,
Fuck.
change something in the room.
That's a lot of production value.
Do literally anything. It's
Well, I mean,
not a
up
lot
to
of production
you,
value.
It's up to you to figure it out. You're the artist. You're the
Right,
one-
you are the
video making
artist.
video. You should
What
put
you
it
made
across
is-
in a good way.
I just think it's funny that
very
I mean
mundane of your
we all understood that the shirts were different universes, but we're still here complaining about the shirt.
pointing out
What
that
to make it
Will,
clear
Will,
enough.
you
That's
call
fine.
yourself an artist. Nothing about that was artful.
Okay. Agree to
I think the
disagree.
repetition
You just
allows
changed
the
colors
child
off the
different
back of that.
universe.
Off the back of that. Well, did you already own all these plain colored T-shirts, or did you buy these for the video?
Yeah, no, I own a closet
part of the art.
almost strictly plain colored T-shirts.
I believe that fucking cartoon
I
character.
absolutely believe it, yeah. So again,
Like
we've just
Dexter's
got more
laboratory
to-
over there.
You know,
Dude,
Will
that's
saying that he's
true.
not going to be being this content anymore. He's leaving the online poll space. You know, he's divesting from the metas that I feel constrain my creativity and moving to different pastures. But once again, I reiterate, he is still back here. Once again, cannot leave, will not leave. Well, you will never be rid of Will. It will never end.
He's like he's like herpes. He's like a bad cold.
This is all.
This is
the
math.
subject stuff, I think.
Is this math? Oh,
This is
damn.
Smith. Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
math.
man.
Yeah, it was about
You-
Sunday uploading
Context.
a lab's video without permission.
Hey, I just want to
That's a lot
say,
of piracy.
to get a little soy
conversation
here. I actually really, I thought that the conversation that we had in the beginning of this, and honestly, this hasn't been too bad either. I think it's been pretty enjoyable. Been having a good time.
Thanks for saying
Keep
that.
this
You
in
could be
mind.
worse. Whole show.
Well, shout yourself out, Will.
Had a great time.
Yeah.
Will's wife
Do-
had a great night.
Is there more? Is there more
Will's
stuff
married?
to go over?
Oh,
Yes.
fuck no, of course.
Oh, we've got
Shout
loads.
yourself
of,
out.
loads of-
I got 5
Yeah, I
minutes.
mean-
Like we got one more bit to show. Or...
Shout yourself out, Will.
What's this one?
Where can we find you?
Surely.
Oh, nice. This is a good one.
The thing is, if you were a brand new creator and someone watched your video and you got some views on it despite being literal Humegalol with nobody's never heard of, you're going to be fucking loving that, aren't you? And you can't really control. Like, this is the thing. Obviously, any form, especially if you ask for it, any form of marketing that you do is always going to potentially be good or bad. Do you know what I mean? You know, there was obviously, well, we all know what happened with that fake podcast thing that never went anywhere. That did not go
True.
down well at all. Let's put it that way.
Podcast sucked.
But yeah, it's obviously
Look, hey, can we at least agree that Schrödinger stash was better than that podcast? Right? We can all come to agreement on that.
No.
There's no way that you can say that my
Well, no,
acting was
because that
worse than
podcast
not so
never happened, did
erudite.
it?
Wait, hold no.
Yeah, it was
Come
like
on.
like listen, you're comparing your video, which is a train wreck, to a small car crash, 2 cars.
There's no way that mine's a train wreck and that's 2 car crashes. Like, if mine's a train wreck, then that was like the icy freeways with the 48 car pileups. Like,
A little podcast
You're-
doesn't take
you're
very long
hoping, I
to create. You spent months
Are
on
we,
this
are we,
video,
talk-
and it's
are we talking about how long it
And at
took, or are we
least,
talking about
like-
the quality?
That one had the entertainment
was one
value of like
skit.
being really bad. Like yours was just so meh.
It was mundane. It's like gray paint.
It is
Well,
literally like a student's
no, let's
first
try
attempt
better
at a
next
short
time.
film. Like,
Like a middle school student, though.
yeah.
But then you did because they've been.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bit to that,
yeah.
where it's like you should always.
Yeah, this is where this is
I
you
think
taking
yeah.
down the video live.
Oh yeah, that was funny. That was pretty good.
Oh,
Well, it was funny for us. It wasn't that funny for you.
Uh-oh.
It was
We
funny
had
for me.
Here.
The re-upload, I believe.
I knew you had the
You've been
re-upload.
Taken down.
Well, then
I
why
just
would
thought it
you
was
do
funny.
it?
He's taken
Because it was
down.
funny. I was watching the stream and I watched it live.
The live takedown.
Not that funny.
Oh, he's literally.
Your comedy is about as good as your art, I think.
Oh,
So pretty good.
the little rat.
Not at all.
Miss.
No.
Doesn't like-
Sorry.
doesn't like being scrutinized.
Sorry you had to find out like this.
All right, guys. 2 minutes. Anything else, guys?
El Rato.
This
El
isn't
Rato.
really that funny considering you were literally just copying what August did to President Sunday like a few months before this.
Man, I don't know anything about that, but that's cool. You can keep that
I'm
information.
sure you don't.
Um,
I'm sure.
Also,
Yeah, we
I
just go
love
in chat.
I love the
Destiny
restatement of the
Vegas
2
fans.
minutes
Spicy
thing
chat.
right before you're gonna leave, just to try to seize some control of this conversation because you know it's out of your hands now.
Spicy
There's
chat.
the link.
It's been really fun. Kuihman, thank you for having me.
You got like a
Shout
minute and
yourself
a
out.
half.
Who were the other people? I know
You really want
list
you
of
to show
people
yourself
putting this
out.
together. Was it Bug Squander? Was technical? And DK was the
Bugspawn
moderator.
archived everything, clipped everything. Yeah.
Nice.
DK
Well,
is
thanks.
currently
Shouts out to
streaming
Bug Squander. Shouts out to DK. Shouts out Spicy Chat.
Thanks, man.
And thanks for having me on.
Goodbye, Will.
Bye, guys. Well, that was fun. I had a good time. Skip ads. Sorry, guys, you aren't watching ads right now. No. Skipped. Okay, I'm signing out. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to a Will and his channel stream. I had a really good time, personally. It's been a while. I kind of miss streaming. It was fun to do, while I was doing it, even though I wasn't very successful at it. Thanks so much, everybody, for coming. Please watch Schrödinger Stash if you haven't, if you haven't already watched. And yeah, see you guys later. Bye.